Oh, God. Use me to reach these people. Fill me with your spirit, because I simply don't have the words. If it can wait, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Sorry, Bruce.
But Judd, hang on.
Hey, I don't want to take up your time if you're busy.
No, that's okay. I didn't know it was you. What's up?
Nothing really. I just wanted to say hi.
I'm glad you did.
Bruce, you look like you haven't slept. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Big crowd yet?
Yeah, cars are lined up around the block. Everyone looks pretty scared.
I'm sure they are.
You need a shave.
Got my trusty electric. Did you look at those verses I suggested to you?
Yeah, you want to hear them?
You have them memorized?
Revelation 6, verse 8. So I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death. And Hades followed with him. And power was given to them over a fourth of the earth, to kill with the sword, with hunger, with death, and the beasts of the earth.
Cheery stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I'll keep reading. The next horse is even worse.
Super.
It doesn't stop there.
Episode 15. Nikolai High.
Good morning. My friends, I feel an urgency, even greater than the last few weeks. My sermon today is the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and I'm going to concentrate on the first, the rider of the white horse. The book of Revelation describes the last days, the days we find ourselves in right now. Some commentators believe the 7-year tribulation period begins with the rapture. But my study shows it starts with the treaty that will be signed with Israel sometime in the future. Perhaps the near future. During these 7 years, God will pour out 3 consecutive sets of judgments. If the rapture didn't get your attention, believe me, the judgments will. And if the judgments don't, you're going to die apart from God. I urge you to see these as final warnings from a loving God who is not willing that any should perish. Now, as the scroll is opened and the seals are broken, revealing the judgments, the first 4 are represented by horsemen, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Now, make sure you hear this. The seal judgments will take us about 21 months from the signing of the treaty with Israel. In the coming weeks, I will teach about the 14 remaining judgments that will carry us through the end of the 7-year period. But for now...
Would you like cream in your coffee, Principal Winkler?
Please. Thank you. Now, shall we get down to business, Mrs. Jennings?
Ms. Jennings, if you please, Principal Winkler. And yes, let's get down to business. We need to discuss a very real possibility when school begins next week.
And what might that be?
Some of our more misguided students may have become...
Religious?
Yes. I'm afraid that in this time of confusion, they may gravitate towards even the most ridiculous notions.
Well, Ms. Jennings, that's more of a problem for your high school students than it is for my middle school students. From what I understand, many of my students have disappeared anyway.
Okay, this is more my problem than yours, but I'm asking you for your advice.
Well, since you asked so nicely...
Please don't patronize me. I only ask because I've heard all about your background with, shady military organizations. If half the stories I've heard are true...
Oh, I'm sure half of them are.
Then you know all about coercion and mind control?
I think it's safe to say.
Ah, good. Then perhaps you could tell me the best way to deal with any student who seems to have found God.
I might be able to give you some ideas.
6, 1 and 2. Now I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard one of the 4 living creatures saying with a voice like thunder, "Come and see!" And I looked, and behold, a white horse. He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out, conquering and to conquer. You know, I have to tell you that now, this ancient account, it reads as fresh to me as tomorrow's newspaper. The Lamb is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who died for our sins, was resurrected, and recently raptured his church. Who is this first horseman, then? Now, the rider of the white horse is the Antichrist, who comes as a deceiver, promising peace and uniting the world. The Old Testament book of Daniel says he will sign a treaty with Israel. Oh, he will appear to be their friend and protector, but in the end, he will be their conqueror and destroyer. Let me close by telling you how you can be sure I am not the Antichrist. And I'm not implying that you suspect me. Look, friends, we may get to the point where every leader is suspect. Remember, you will never hear peace promised from this pulpit. In the long run, I predict just the opposite of peace. The other 3 horsemen are coming, and they bring war, famine, plagues, and death. That is not a popular message. It's not a warm fuzzy you can cling to this week. Our only hope is in Christ, and even in Him we will likely suffer. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for your word that leads us into all truth.
Man, I think that was Bruce's best message ever.
You've only heard like 4 of them.
Yeah, well, how good could they have been before?
Want me to make some lunch?
Yeah, sure. You want some help?
Always.
I got it. Yellow? Oh, yeah, hang on a sec. Hey, Vicky, it's for you. Some guy named Deacon.
Oh, great. I'll grab it downstairs.
All right.
Got it. Deacon.
Hey there, Vicky. I see you got home okay.
Yeah, I sure did.
I don't have a lot of time right now. I just thought I should call you right away.
Well, were you able to find anything out about Bob?
I think so. Did you know this guy very well?
I never met him. We talked on the phone a couple times.
And his real name is Beryl Gaylord?
Yeah.
Well, I don't suppose there could be 2 Beryl Gaylords.
Why? What is it?
He's dead, Vicky.
What?
I got friends in the Lansing, Michigan Police Department. Beryl Gaylord was killed in a gas explosion 12 days ago. His mother ID'd him.
Really?
Sorry to just drop that on you. I thought I should tell you as soon as I could. You okay?
Yeah. No! I hate this. I feel like we have to tell everyone about God right away because we never know who's gonna drop dead.
You think your brother ever told him about Jesus?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, then, you never know. Something may have stuck, you know? Got him thinking, even after you talked to him.
Yeah, maybe. But that still doesn't make this any easier. You gotta agree with me on this one. School, huge waste of time.
I was thinking the exact opposite.
No way.
Yeah, school is the perfect place to tell other people about God.
Do you really think they're gonna let us say anything?
I don't know. Right now, I'm just curious who's still there and who's gone.
Yeah, I suppose.
Hey, you want to take a guess at what teachers are going to be gone?
Okay, how morbid is that?
Why couldn't they just wait with school until the fall? There's only like a month left in the year anyway.
Probably figure we're gonna forget everything.
I wonder if my friends will recognize me with red hair.
And no dark eyeshadow or junk like that?
I didn't want to say nothing, but you were starting to look like that girl from the Addams Family.
Oh, Wednesday?
No, it's Monday.
Oh, didn't
What?
see that coming.
Man, look at all this traffic.
Maybe we'll get ourselves our own traffic copter.
You know what? I bet nobody trusts the buses. Looks like everybody's dropping their kids off today.
Either that or there's a killer bake sale going on.
Hey, you can drop us off here. I don't mind walking.
Okie dokie. Alright, now, you guys remember the drill, right?
Yeah, we're staying with someone from our church.
Yeah, and if we need to fill out any emergency forms, we'll put down Bruce's name and the church phone number.
Sounds like you got it.
Alright then, get out.
Group hug?
Later, Ryan.
Yeah. Later.
Adios, amigos.
Yeah.
Man, do I feel like a parent right now or what?
Repeat after me. This is not a minivan. This is not a minivan.
Just what I needed. Worrying about what a couple of junior high kids were going to do all day.
Relax. They can take care of themselves when they need to.
I know, it's just... forget it. Let's get going.
Off to Nikolai Carpathia High.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't worry about parking stickers. Just go inside and check the bulletin boards for class
Wow,
and
this is
schedule
crazier than
changes.
normal.
Yeah, I had to guess it
Proceed
would
to the
be.
gym floor
Nobody
and
cares about
assembly.
anything anymore.
Pick it up. Let's go.
Coach Handelsman, what should I do about my books? They were destroyed in a fire.
If that's all you lost, consider yourself lucky.
Students, please settle down. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say welcome back. Now I'm proud to announce that you are no longer Prospect Knights. You are now Nikolai Carpathia Doves. Students, all right. Now, I know that all these changes come just weeks after the most tragic event ever to curse our planet. And I know that many of you have
wouldn't
not
know the
had a
answers
chance
if
to
they hit her in the
assimilate
face.
everything that has happened. And I know that many of you are grieving
Dad, look
the
at those
loss
two over
of family
there.
and
Are they holding
friends.
Bibles?
Where?
But thank you for
Right there, a
realizing
couple
the
rows up.
importance of
Sure looks
returning
like
to
it.
your
You
education.
know 'em?
Do they look like they were part of my
All right,
group?
settle,
They look like a
please.
couple of brainiacs.
I would like to remind
Not your
everyone
crowd
that the
either, then?
counseling services
What's that
are
supposed to mean?
taxed to their limits.
Oh,
But if you
check this
need
out.
help, you can
Coach
put your name
Handelsman
on
is
the
walking
waiting
right
list.
up to them.
Please,
What did I tell you guys
do not
outside?
be
I don't want you causing any
ashamed.
problems.
Well, we didn't say
It's a
anything.
difficult time
And you
for
better not.
everyone.
Give me
We're
those
all
things.
just
You're
trying to
taking our
get through
Bibles?
this.
Get them back later.
I've decided
I'll
that in our
bet.
classes today, we will be holding group discussions regarding
Hey, Coach,
what has
what was that
happened.
all about?
Mind your own business,
I
Thompson.
realize some of you may not want to talk about ordeals, while others will feel a need to tell your stories.
Did you hear that?
I ask that you all be respectful of each other's feelings.
Wow, this could be easier
This
than I
is
thought.
not the time to
She's
mock
giving us
each
the
other.
opportunity
This is
to
the
talk
time
about
to
our
build
beliefs.
each other
Sounds
up.
like it.
I realize how important it is for everyone to share their opinions, but I must remind you of the strict rule of the separation of church and state that has helped make this country great.
What?
We are a public institution, and this is not a forum in which we should espouse personal religious views.
What does she expect us to talk about?
I'm not saying that the
Alien theory?
religious explanation isn't valid.
Great.
Many people
We're supposed
I
to
know
tell everyone
hold
what
that
happened to us without
personal
telling what
view,
happened to us?
But it cannot be discussed on school property during school hours.
What are you afraid of?
This is the wrong venue to entertain this discussion. And I would ask that you hold your questions until class time, unless anyone else has something pressing that is appropriate to ask in front of the entire student body. All right, then. Yes, you may stand up and ask your question.
I was just hoping you could explain this.
What would you like me to explain?
Why freedom of speech is only extended to those who hold certain points of view about what happened.
This is not a freedom of speech issue. This is a church and state issue. Anyone else? Okay, you are all dismissed.
I can't believe you did that.
I'm a little surprised myself.
Thompson, way to be raucous, dude.
I liked you better before you tried to grow a brain, Thompson.
Wow, thanks, Coach.
Now you're trying to be a smart aleck, huh?
I just don't think there should be restrictions on people trying to figure out the truth.
Never took you to be a whiner, Thompson. Maybe I ought to call the Wambulance.
He's a sweetheart.
He's just trying to be tough. Hey, what's your first class?
Phys ed. I
What?
gotta go, Jed. I just saw someone. Catch you at lunch, okay?
Yeah. I guess so.
Shelly! Shell! Wait up!
Huh?
Shelly, are you okay?
Who are you?
Shelly, it's me, Vicky.
Vic?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
What happened to me? I'm just dressed a little different. What happened to you? You're not on the junk now, are you?
No. Is it really you, Vic?
Yeah, it really is. I know what happened to my family. Shelly! It's okay! Shelly!
Just leave her alone, okay?
What happened to her?
Well, okay. That night, everyone disappeared. She was babysitting for the Fishers.
Yeah.
Well, they got 2 babies, both of them screaming and stuff. So Shelly goes in to take care of them, and she's holding both of them in her arms when the Fishers walk in the door.
Okay.
She's about to explain that the kids just woke up, when both the kids just totally disappear right out of her arms. She looks up, and the parents disappear too. She said that their clothes just fell on the floor.
Whoa. I saw her the day after that. I thought she was freaking about everyone else disappearing.
She's got issues of her own on this one, and I don't think she's ever going to get over them.
Oh, Shelly.
Okay, class, everyone listen up. Parking lot stickers are in the office. New books, if you need them, are in the bookstore. And the title is Principles of Psychology. And I am Mr. Sheldon. But you may call me Your Majesty. Now, let's practice some practical psychology. Let's all vent our traumas and deepest fears for the benefit and enjoyment of all. I'll start, okay? First of all, is there anyone in the room here who will turn me over to the thought police if I discuss religious theory?
No.
Come on now. If you or your parents are going to gum up what's left of the school year with an expensive lawsuit, tell me now and I'll avoid the subject. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, okay, the God thing. Now, who here believes that Jesus came back and took his people with him? Anyone?
Yeah, I do.
Really? Mr. Thompson, care to discuss it?
So you can make fun of me?
I've already told you what I feel, so I promise not to shred your belief system. But I'm curious. Was it a parent that convinced you?
Yeah, in a way.
One that was left or one that was taken?
They were both taken.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Thompson. Did you lose anyone else in your family?
A brother and a sister.
Were you the only one left behind?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised that you find comfort in the concept that they're in heaven with God.
I do, yeah.
And I'm not going to try to take that away from you. I'm sure you'll grow out of it, but hey, if it makes you feel better now, more power to you.
So, you're saying I believe because I have to, because I just don't want to consider the alternative.
Well, yes, that's it exactly. Right now, this is as real to you as if it were literally true. Look, let me ask you, Judd. Why weren't you taken to heaven with your family?
I never believed. They did.
Oh. Where did you fall short?
I just told you. I didn't buy it. I never made the commitment to Christ.
Interesting. Class, we're not arguing here, but can someone tell me what Mr. Thompson is feeling?
Survivor's guilt. Like the soldiers coming back from the war when their friends died.
I don't think it's...
Very good, Simone.
But that's not it at all.
Judd, I'm not asking you to concede this point today, or even this year.
Good.
I do want you to file it away, though. Let it work on you for a while. Understand, you feel like you're the unworthy one, and yet you are the lone survivor.
That's why I was the survivor. I was the unworthy one.
Interesting. Anyone else?
You said you were going to tell us your opinion.
Yeah, now that you've told us what it's not, why not tell us what it is?
Fine. Well, it's not space aliens and it's not Russians. I'm sure it was something cosmic. Maybe even metaphysical, even though the result was physical. Now, admittedly, this is a personal opinion and far from scientific. However, it seems to me that the people who were taken, generally and on the whole, were of a slightly lower intellect than those left behind. This is based on personal observation, and I have no idea how it fits in with everything else.
I bet you don't.
The position of Global Community Middle School is that those taken were taken by nuclear radiation. You students of Global Community Middle School should feel comfortable believing that these people were taken by nuclear radiation. This was not the result of God or Jesus Christ. This is the result of nuclear radiation. That is the position of Global Community Middle School and its students.
This is getting sort of freaky.
Do not be afraid to tell your friends what
about
caused the disappearances.
Don't believe this. You know that it was God that took his people.
I know.
If they tell you they think God or Jesus Christ took them, let them know, politely, that you believe it was nuclear radiation. Okay, everyone, what caused those people to disappear?
That's pretty much what happened in my phys ed class, too. Everybody acted like I was some freak because I believed that Jesus took my family.
These people have no idea what really happened.
And how can you convince them? I mean, we don't have any solid proof yet.
And wait till the prophecies start coming true.
I just hope it's not too late then.
Vicky, check it out.
What?
It's those two guys from the assembly, the ones with the Bibles.
Oh, I think it may be time to introduce ourselves.
I think it could be. Hey guys. Are you guys believers?
Why? Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Or maybe you're one of Genesis' narcs looking to rat us out.
Or maybe he's just really not.
Then you should know what Christians are called during this time.
What do I gotta do, guys? Preach a sermon? We're called Tribulation Saints.
Okay, listen, I'm John. This is my cousin Mark.
And Judd Thompson. This is my friend, Vicky.
So what was the deal with Handelsman during the assembly?
Oh, man, he grabbed our Bibles. He won't let us carry him around school.
Is he gonna give them back?
Don't know.
We seem to have gone to sleep in America and awakened in a fascist state.
Bunch of Nazis or something.
Yeah, and if you've been doing your reading, you know it's gonna get a lot worse.
Right now, I don't know how it could.
Oh, it will. You can count on that.
That's why it's so important for us believers to stick together.
That's a good idea. Do you guys know any other believers in the school?
Not yet, but I'm sure there are some.
Well, there better be. There's a lot to do, and it's going to take more than the four of us to do it.
Judd, I think I got it!
What are you talking about?
I think I know what we can do!
You might want to be a little quieter. We still don't know who's who around here.
Okay, I know. Which is what makes this idea so good. There's very little risk involved.
Just tell me it's not going to get us kicked out of school.
Why? Would that be a bad thing?
Let's hear it.
Okay, let me ask you, Judd. Your computer is like the latest, greatest, techno, whatever, right?
Yeah, it slices, it dices.
Okay, yeah. What about publishing?
Desktop publishing? Yeah, no problem. My dad did lots of stuff like that. Aha! I think I know what you're going for here.
So what do you think?
You're talking about an underground newspaper.
Yes! We can use lots of prophecy stuff from Bruce, tie it in with current events, and we never have to use our names.
Huh. I like it. In fact, I'd say it's a perfect idea.
Oh my, can I quote you on that?
Yeah, tell you what, I'll put an article about your brilliant idea in the newspaper.
Great, the paper with no names. Thanks.
Episode 16, Going Underground.
So how many copies of this paper are you going to make?
I want to start with 500.
500? Note to self, get homework printed early.
Count on the paper taking priority for a while.
He's quite the take charge kind of guy, huh?
Sounds that way. So you're gonna let us help, right?
Let you help? I'm gonna need all the help I can get. The school paper comes out on Tuesdays. I want to get this one out on Mondays.
Every week?
Yeah, why not? Vicky and I can write the articles and get it on the computer, but I'm gonna need your help printing and folding.
Grunt work.
Well, it's no less important than the stuff that we're doing.
You ever gonna let us write something?
Yeah, I guess. Write it up and we'll have a look at it.
So how are you going to give it out?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you could just stand there and hand it out or something.
That'd go over huge with Handelsman.
Yeah, from what you said, he'd hit you with a whistle before you ever got started.
They've got a point. No Bibles, no talking about God.
I'll figure something out.
What are you gonna call it?
I was gonna call it the Underground.
The Underground, huh?
Unless you've got a better idea. Okay, you guys, no poking around when school is over. Get your tails out here by the road pronto.
You mean I have to skip talking to all my friends?
What's the big deal?
Bruce is going to be waiting for us, and we got to get cranking on the paper.
Alright, don't sweat it. We'll be here.
See you guys at 3. You know, you might want to ease up a little on the help.
Just making sure they know how important this is.
Yeah, all the same.
Hey, Byrne.
Yeah.
You mind stepping into my office for a moment?
No. Guess not.
Go ahead and close the door.
Sure. What's up?
Last week I heard you say something about knowing where the people were. The ones that disappeared. You know I can't allow those types of conversations about religious things.
I'm not out to offend anyone or bust up a class, if that's what you mean.
No. You don't understand. What I mean is, after class, on a personal basis, you know, one-on-one, nobody said anything about that.
Mrs. Walton, and you lost someone, didn't you?
A granddaughter. Not even 6 months.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's lost someone. And it's left us wondering about everything. But you're better because of it. There's something different about you, Vicky, and I'm not talking about the hair or your clothes.
The clothes all belong to a friend's mom. Mine were burnt. But, about your granddaughter, I now know that she is one of...
You better go.
Well,
we'll talk later.
I could stay if you want. It's no problem.
That's okay. We can talk later. Next week, most likely.
Hey guys, remember the 2 witnesses in Jerusalem?
The 2 preacher guys?
Yeah, Eli and Moishe.
Yeah, what about them?
Well, they've been in the news all day.
What happened?
A group of thugs attacked him at the Wailing Wall.
For real?
Yep.
What happened?
They were burned to death instantly.
Man.
They burst into flames before they could get close to the witnesses.
Cool.
Oh, come
Ryan.
on, man.
Ryan, if this was a movie, you might call it cool, but this is God judging his enemies. You can bet it breaks his heart, too.
Well, you just never hear about this stuff happening.
Sure you do. Sure you do. Vicky, grab that Bible.
Got it?
Revelation 11. Read what the angel had to say to Paul. Okay?
It's the last book.
I know. I got it. Here. And I will give my power to my 2 witnesses, and they will prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 lampstands standing before the God of the earth. And if anyone wants to harm them, fire proceeds from their mouth and devours their enemies. Mm-hmm. And if anyone wants to harm them, he must be killed in the same manner.
Wow, that's what happened today.
Looks that way.
That's incredible.
Judd, we gotta watch the news tonight.
Why? So you can watch someone get fried?
Hey, cut me some slack. It's Bible prophecy on the 10 o'clock news. Oh, we forgot something.
Man, don't talk with your mouth full. I could see the pickles on your burger.
What do we forget?
Well, weren't we going to ask him about the underground?
Ask him what? We don't need his permission.
Judd.
What? I just think we should surprise him. Let's just get the first issue done and see what happens.
I'm tired. I'll write my story in the morning.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Raises hand and just before the flames appear. The men in the highlighted area here.
Hey, what's going on?
They're showing the film of those guys getting torched.
How the flames seem to come out of the mouth.
I can't watch this.
Man, if you don't believe the Bible after seeing those guys get barbecued, you ain't never gonna believe it.
Straight out of the book of Revelation.
Hey, I wanted to see that again.
It's not a movie, Ryan. Those are real people getting killed.
I know, I just wanted to see it one more time.
Come downstairs and check out the paper. Hey, Vic.
Is this your plan for the paper?
Yeah, cool, huh?
You made that logo?
Yeah, I was up half the night working on it.
It's colorful.
Are you going to be able to print that? I mean, with all those colors?
Well, maybe not exactly like that.
I mean, it looks good, but we can't print it here. We're going to have to take it to a printer.
For anyone to take it seriously, it's going to have to look halfway decent.
But we can't print it here.
Well, I don't want it to look cheap, all right? Something not fit for...
Trailer trash?
I was going to say monkeys.
Oh, even better.
Look, just finish your article, all right? I'll figure it out later.
It is finished. It's already on the computer.
Well, let me see it.
Be my guest. You know, Judd, I'm getting really tired of you acting like this paper was all your idea.
Yeah, and while we're at it, I'm getting really tired of being bossed around. You act like Lionel and me can't do anything, and you have to do everything.
Listen, if you don't want to help, then don't.
Well, that's not...
Why can't you just admit it when you're wrong?
I will when I am.
Oh, well, we have that to look forward to then.
Just... all right, whatever. I'll do it myself. Lionel, are you in?
Yeah, whatever, man.
We're gonna need some more paper and ink cartridges. Let's go.
Have a good time.
Hey, Vicky, Ryan, thanks for all the help. Lionel, you got the paper?
2 cases. 11 by 17, right?
That ought to do it.
Check this article out.
What is it?
Global Weekly. I was looking for Buck Williams' report.
Bruce said that it's going to be in next week's.
Yeah, it says that here too, but on the last page it has a preview.
Throw it in the cart. We'll check it out when we get home.
Got it. Man, you ain't hardly said anything this whole trip. You okay?
I don't know. That whole thing this afternoon with Vicky and Ryan weirded me out.
Yeah, I wasn't about to get into that.
You know, the thing is, I'm so determined to get things done, so I get things done. And that probably makes me tough to work with.
And live with.
All right, and live with. But that's how things get done. I hate it when people are like, what should we do? And I don't know, and you want to do? I don't know, and you want to do? And nothing ever happens.
Ha! All my friends were like that. We usually ended up sitting around watching TV.
Yeah, exactly.
The trouble is, those two had a point. You were acting like the king of the world.
I was tired.
That don't matter.
Anyway, they don't respect me.
Well, my dad always said if you want respect, you gotta earn it.
Earn it?
Think about it, bro. You don't like it when Bruce tells you what to do. Well, guess what? We ain't no different.
Well, when you put it that way.
Speaking of Bruce, know what he'd say right now?
What?
He'd hit you with 1 John 1:9.
Which says,
if we confess our sins,
he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. And your point is?
Hey, I'm just a messenger, dude. You got a problem with the Bible telling you to confess? You take it up with the Bible.
I just get so frustrated with him sometimes.
Yeah, it's like one minute he's your best friend, the next minute he turns into Dr. Jekyll. Or is it Mr. Hyde? Which one was the bad guy?
Who cares?
I think we ought to tell Bruce.
What's he gonna do, ground him?
Well, someone needs to say something.
Whatever. I need some air. Wanna go for a walk?
Cool! Can we bring a tennis ball and go to the park? Please, please, please!
What?
Note to self, Vicky never had a dog. Okay, let's go.
Vicky! Ryan! Hey, I need to talk to you guys.
They leave?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Hey, don't start thinking you're off the hook.
I know. Yeah, you sound like my mom.
Okay. That's something I've never been accused of. I'm gonna go read this Global Weekly thing.
Your family lived around here?
Yeah, a couple blocks that way. Ramey Steele and I used to mess around in this park. It's so weird with no kids around. So, do you still miss him?
My family? Think about them all the time.
I dreamed about my mom and dad the other night.
Really?
Yeah, they were looking for me. I kept yelling at them, telling them where I was, but they couldn't hear me.
Wow. Sometimes I think about how it would have been if I had believed what the rest of my family believed.
I just hope I stop missing them so much.
Who knows? Maybe you won't.
Wonder who this is.
Oh no, we're about to find out.
Vicky, you need a ride somewhere?
Who is it?
It's my gym teacher, Mrs. Waltman.
Vicky, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Can I talk to you?
You don't seem to be having any problem talking to me these days.
Just hang on. I need to say something.
Don't let me stop you.
I need to say it to Ryan, too.
He's in his room.
Fine.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Judd. Hey, did Vicky tell you about her gym teacher? Pretty cool, huh?
Was that Waltonen that brought you home?
You got a problem with that too?
Yeah. Now she knows that you don't live with your family.
I told her it was a friend's house. I never said I lived here. Give me some credit, Judd. I'm not that stupid.
I never said you were stupid. We just need to be careful, that's all.
Look, she asked us if we wanted a ride. I thought it might be a good chance to talk to her, okay?
She asked about church and stuff.
Really?
Yes, she did. She said she might come and hear Bruce tomorrow.
Well, that's cool.
Was there anything else you wanted?
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry. All right, that's kind of what I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
Oh.
For this afternoon, for taking credit for the underground, for everything.
Okay.
I've kind of been this way for a while, you know, and it's not easy to change.
So, does this mean that you want our help?
I just want you to forgive me. Both of you.
Wow. Okay, forgiven.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thanks. Thanks, you guys.
All right, so let's get moving. We got a paper to get out.
Yeah, I got some new ideas, too.
More ideas?
Yeah, I figured out a way to use the 11 by 17 size paper to give it a bigger masthead.
Bigger masthead. Listen to you.
Hey, that way we don't have to sacrifice the look when we lose the color.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
Let me take care of a bit of business. First of all, as has been our practice since the disappearances,
I don't see Mrs.
we
Waltman
won't be
anywhere.
taking an offering.
Are you
this
sure
morning.
she said she was coming?
We have put
She told
collection
Ryan and me
boxes
that
out
she'd
in the
be
lobby.
here.
Maybe
because
she's
we
in the
do
balcony.
need to continue
I just
operating
ran
this
up there and
building.
didn't see her there either.
As
Look for
more
her.
and more people hear that an answer to the question, what happened, can be found here.
I don't get it. She said she'd be there.
Maybe she stayed home to grade papers.
Gym teachers don't grade papers.
You're assuming she's only a gym teacher. She maybe teaches nuclear physics on the side.
Why, yes, Ryan. That's exactly why she wasn't in church today.
Maybe something else came up, or maybe she just changed her mind.
I hope not.
Well, all I know is I'm hungry.
Good, because it's your turn to make lunch.
Mine? Come on, I don't know how to make anything.
Go wash up. It's time to teach you how to use an oven.
Great.
I'll be in the den working on the paper.
While he's doing that, Lionel, grab some chicken from the freezer.
Upstairs or downstairs freezer?
Up, right over there.
Hold on. Chicken on its way.
Chicken on its way.
Oh, no! No!
That doesn't sound good.
Judd, you alright?
What's going on?
It's gone.
What's gone?
The whole thing, every word of it.
What are you talking about?
The underground newspaper, everything we've done is gone. That's all it says. It gives me a prompt, but it won't do anything after that.
That doesn't sound good. Tell you what, give me half an hour and I'll be over to take a look at it.
That'd be great.
Say, Judd, is it?
Yeah.
I was wondering, did you get my number from Bruce Barnes?
No, it was on a sticker on the back of the computer.
Oh, good. I didn't think anyone ever looked at those things.
You go to New Hope?
Sure do.
Cool, I didn't know that.
Hey, we can talk when I get there. See you in about 30.
That'd be great.
Who was that?
Donnie Moore. He sold the computer to my dad.
Does he think he can get the stuff back?
He didn't sound too hopeful.
You know what I think?
Not yet.
I think it's got something to do with the devil.
Oh, that's good. Maybe we should have Bruce come over and cast out the computer demons.
Come on, Lionel.
Come on, nothing. Think about it. Hundreds of kids were gonna read that paper. Hundreds of kids who aren't Christians. And face it, this paper is kind of biased.
Slightly.
Now, If you were the devil, would you want all those kids reading about how the Bible is all true right at the time when people are asking a ton of questions?
He's got a point.
Yeah, but we can't run around pinning every little thing that happens on Satan.
I wouldn't call this little.
Well, maybe God didn't want that to be our first paper. Maybe he caused the computer to crash.
How would we even know?
I think that's what faith is all about.
If Bruce were here, know what he'd say?
Hang on, I recognize the voice. It's virtual Bruce.
Romans 8:28.
Oh, hold on, I know this one. All things work together for good to those who love God, to those that are called according to his purpose.
Not everything is good, but God can use it anyway.
Even computer crashes?
Well, let's hope so.
Broken apart and shattered, things that I count on scattered. Whatever happened to how it's supposed to be? I'm banking on the blue sky. Don't understand when dreams die. Didn't you say you're watching over me? And then I see it's just a sliver of light. You never said you'd take us out of the night. It's just another way you're teaching us how to believe. He sees better than we do. Gotta believe he uses all
So what do you think, Mr. Moore?
I think you should call me Donnie.
I can do that.
Did I download a virus or something?
The problem is your hard drive. You may have gotten a virus or an electrical spike that the surge protector couldn't handle.
What? Is it fixable?
Have to replace it. This bad boy is toast.
How much is that going to cost?
New hard drive, let's see. How about a grand total of nothing?
You gonna do it for free?
Well, one way to look at it. When Judd's dad had me put this computer together for him, he purchased an extended warranty with a service contract. This kind of thing is covered.
That rocks!
Yeah.
He gets like that when he's excited.
Listen, I gotta ask you, since we're all brothers, and sister, do you guys know about spiritual warfare?
We were just talking about that.
Ooh, everybody look at Lionel. Stand by for an I told you so.
Trust me, when it comes to this stuff, I'd rather be wrong.
My friends, I propose Plan B.
I'm afraid to ask what Plan B is.
Lionel, did you say that Global Weekly Online is running a preview of Buck Williams' article about the disappearances?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
All right. And the thing you wrote is still on the other computer.
Yeah.
But the other computer doesn't have the desktop publishing stuff on it.
So our first issue isn't perfect. Who cares? We'll use Lionel's article as the main headline and fill up the rest with Buck stuff.
We can do that?
All we need to do is swap the printer to the smaller computer.
No, I mean use his article.
Hey, this is the underground, Ryan. We can do whatever we want. Okay, you remember the plan?
You take the front, I take the back, and the parking lot entrance. Drop the backpack in the paper bin with the papers underneath. Wait for a second, then grab the backpack, leave the papers, and boogie.
Nice and casual-like.
Watch to see if anyone takes any, meet by the gym before the bell rings.
Good. Are you scared?
Are you kidding?
You still want to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Well then, let's go.
No big deal, Nick. 50 feet.
Hey! Watch where you're going!
Take it easy, you're almost there. Alright, anybody looking? Nope. There. Oh, better get to class.
Hey, watch what you're doing, Red.
Sorry, Coach Handelsman. Sorry.
Just get out of the way.
Okay. I better.
Hey, did you leave this stack of paper in the bin?
Go!
The underground? What in the world is this? Hey!
Vicky!
Oh man, that went really great.
What happened?
Handelsman saw them right away.
No!
He took all of them.
He snagged them from my spot, too.
Did anybody get a copy?
I guess 20 people did, maybe 25.
We gotta think of something else. This is too crazy.
Principal Jen.
Great. Here we go.
Someone has placed an unapproved newspaper in the distribution bins this morning.
Busted.
We believe most of them were recovered, but if you picked one up thinking it was an approved publication, please bring it to the office immediately. It has The Underground printed across the top, and anyone caught with a copy is subject to expulsion.
Right now I can think of worse things.
Let me also say that there is a reward for anyone with information leading us to those behind this offensive hate propaganda.
I don't believe this.
Thank you.
She just put a bounty on our heads.